Jets don't use liquid fuel. They use compressed air. And these turbines are designed to pull in air and compress it and combust it and use it as fuel. that one is?
Yep. That's our newest one.
How do they fuel it?
How do you fuel it?
Yeah.
Aviation gasoline, 100 low lead. There's a fueling point in the aft of the gondola.
Aviation gasoline?
Yes. Avgas, 110. What a Cessna would use.
Okay.
They're just 200 horsepower each, the engines. Up on the side.
200
One
horsepower
on this
each.
side, one on the other side, one on the tail.
And helium is the
Lifting gas.
lifting gas. Thank you.
Good evening.
So, helium is the lifting gas.
Go into combat fully loaded with fuel to get you into target, and then they could drop the fuel tanks, which gives the aircraft better mobility and maneuverability
Right.
without having the tanks hang on.
So, those, they can drop those off.
That, the big tank
The
underneath.
big one underneath.
These here are what they call, this here is what they carry about 14,000, 16,000 pounds of armor if you put the hard points on.
And that's extra fuel.
It's extra fuel.
And they fuel it up on top.
Yeah, there's a port, I believe it's up here on the top of the wing here, up in here somewhere, but they also can really probably do it. You can get on Google and put in F4 Phantom and it'll show you stuff goes.
Very cool.
Oxygen is most commonly seen as gas, but under certain conditions we can see it as liquid. It is actually the temperature and the pressure that determines whether something will exist as a gas, a solid, or a liquid. In the atmospheric pressure that we live in, oxygen is a gas, but if we increase the pressure enough or lower the temperature enough, we can put it back into a liquid or even a solid. This can be pretty easily visualized in a graph, which is known as a phase diagram. At home, putting something under extreme pressure is kind of hard and dangerous, but cooling it down is much easier and safer. The boiling point of liquid oxygen is slightly higher than liquid nitrogen,
Hey guys, I'm just out looking for satellites and can never seem to see any. Everything that we're told through the media tells us that we're surrounded by them and they're all out in space. But, you know, as I've kind of been on this journey of trying to figure out how far away the moon is, seeming that it's closer than we're told, I would think that we would be able to see satellites whizzing between us and the moon at a constant rate. You know, all the pictures that you Google or whatever server you use, you bring up, shows you that there's all these satellites out there and that we're surrounded by them. And so we should be able to see them. But what I think is the reason we can't see them is because they're inside of the Earth's atmosphere. The moon is much closer than we're told, and makes me question, what space is in general. So, satellites, if they are real, are they just turbine-driven free energy engines that are inside the Earth's atmosphere? Jets don't use liquid fuel. They use compressed air. And these turbines are designed to pull in air and compress it and combust it and use it as fuel.
So I come in, and at this point I've kind of forgotten that I don't have a nose gear. I'm just focused on landing. That's what I decided I had to do. So I'm at 20 feet stabilized, and I can't see.
Jets don't use liquid fuel. They use compressed air. And these turbines are designed to pull in air and compress it and combust it and use it as fuel.